I just wanted to come on and do sort of a recap for some of the people that are just starting to follow me, so they understand why I even decided to look at God's medicine, as I like to call it. When I was diagnosed in July of 2021 with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer that had metastasized down into my body, leaving a 12 centimeter mass on my ovaries and into my bones as well, I if I could back up a little bit, I have went to the hospital 5 times in my life prior to this, and that was to have my 5 amazing sons. I didn't have any comorbidities. I was never in and out of the hospitals. So when I got diagnosed with cancer and stage 4 at that, to say I was shocked is an understatement. But because I was never one that went to the doctor or had any kind of medical issues, I immediately listened to the doctor because cancer is such a scary word and I want to live. We all want to live, right? So I started taking chemo, and I had mentioned that I was on chemo for 8 months, and my husband corrected me. He's like, "You weren't on chemo that long. You got diagnosed in July of 2021, and you ended up in the hospital in November of 2021 with your blood pressure 60 over 40 and your organs were starting to shut down." So it wasn't even that long I was on chemo, and my body immediately went into a spiral. Every side effect I could have from chemo, I had. I had the mouth sores where I couldn't eat for a long time and it was so painful. I had vomiting and diarrhea. I was constantly rushed to the hospital with either hydration or blood transfusions because my hemoglobin kept dropping. It was the worst several months of my life. And when I came out of the hospital after that incident where they told my family I wasn't going to make it, I was bedridden. My husband is changing my diapers. It was horrible. I lay there and told God, there has to be a better way. This cannot be how I heal, going from an independent woman to being bedridden and wheelchair bound. It was just horrible. So because I had nothing to do and laying in bed, I started researching everything I could about cancers, and there were so many testimonials of people that heal through natural medicine and changing their diet. And once I decided on the 3 things that kept popping up, and I just say it was a God thing because, like I said, there are so many things out there, but the soursop tea, the apricot kernel, the black seed oil, each of those things do something on their own, and together for me, it was a powerhouse. And changing my diet, staying away from sugars and processed foods and fast foods, and keeping a healthy mindset. Within 3 months of taking this regimen, I noticed I started feeling better. I started getting an appetite. I wanted to eat. My energy was coming back. But you can't see what's going on inside of your body, right? So 3 months later, when I had my scan, she said, your 12 centimeter mass that you had on your ovaries, it's completely gone. 6 months after that, when I had my next scan, is when she told me I had no evidence of cancer. So I take these things even today for prevention because that journey was so horrible for me. I never want to go through that again or put my family through that. Everyone has to make their own decisions for themselves. I am simply sharing my journey so you can at least look at God's medicines, because what I had mentioned in another video, what a lot of people don't know is science takes God's medicine and they add to it so they can charge you thousands of dollars. But when they do that, it causes so many different side effects. So just research, do what's best for you, and heal your body because it is possible. God is no respecter of persons. What he did for me, he'll do for anyone. I love you. God loves you. And the more I learn about our bodies, God really loves us. Have an amazing day. Here's to health.